Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy, Healthy, and Successful, a beautiful summit where we bring different light workers, way showers, influencers around the world to share their body of work, inspire you, and share practices with you to take action moving forward and redesign your life. And today we have Tom Paladino. Welcome, Tom. So excited to have you here.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. Share a little bit of who you are in your body of work.
Okay. I'm calling in from the state of Florida. I am a scalar energy researcher. Today, I'm in my laboratory. I'm going to demonstrate my scalar energy research by way of instruments. You see behind my shoulder a scalar energy instrument. This is what I work with. This is my ability, and some might call that quantum healing. So we're going to speak about this new science of scalar energy, what some people are calling quantum healing, or quantum, if you will, wellness.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So before we get started into how, tell us a little bit about you and your pivot point. What happened in your life that made you decide this is what I want to do, this is how I want to serve the world?
Yeah, there was a pivot point. It was an aha moment. I realized that technology could change lives and improve the human condition. And I always wanted to use technology to honor God and to help the people. So I've devoted a career to this technology, to helping people. Technology, if you will, has lifted mankind from, if you will, a very crude way of living. And I believe that technology can continue to advance mankind. And that's the main driver here. That's the motivating force. So at a young age, I wanted to study and I wanted to be able to work with technology to improve the human spirit.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I can relate to wanting to change the world and wanting to be of service to the world, and also working with energy as an energy healer myself, in harnessing what's available to create and awaken and create a space for others to step into and reconnect and know themselves. Tell us a little bit about the process and how you work with scalar energy.
Okay, it's quite unique because the instrument behind me is custom built. This is a custom built instrument. Now, I'll start off by saying it's not electricity. It acts more like a star than it does an electrical outlet. This instrument is on, it's giving off energy. So much energy, Maria, that I could hold up a light bulb to the instrument. Mm-hmm. And the light bulb will animate, the light bulb will illuminate under the influence. So this is star energy, quantum energy. And I administer this energy through that instrument in a unique fashion through a person's photograph. Now, this is, again, a new science in which a photograph of a person has a signature or an aura, mm-hmm. or a force field. I access the force field of a person, and I actually place a photograph of a person inside the instrument, and they enjoy that life force energy. The light of God, or that divine energy, is imparted into their aura or downloaded into their force field. Now, by way of analogy, you and I are having the discussion by way of a computer. Obviously, our images are being shared through a computer. Well, if you can do that with a computer, you can share an image with a scalar energy instrument. So this is my computer behind me, so to speak, and I can communicate scalar energy through the photograph.
Beautiful, beautiful. What are the benefits? I mean, from my point of view, obviously, working with energy, there's so much you can do. I don't use any instruments, but there is power to that, right? Healing the cellular level, releasing microbes, releasing trauma. What is the benefit to using your scalar technology?
Well, the benefits to this technology are, first and foremost, it's divine energy. I believe this is what some people call source. I call it Christ consciousness or creative strength of God. So I'm not working with electricity. I'm working with the primal energy of the universe. And when we can download that, when we can express that and allow that to express itself, then we see so many people change. What I just demonstrated was a chakra balance. Mm-hmm. So what am I getting at? that energy seems to balance the seven chakras, seems to balance our brain waves. Many people say they're happier. By virtue of that technique, some people say that they're no longer depressed. We can lift depression. Others have told me they've been able to give up alcohol or drugs. Now, how's that possible? The energy itself is correct. The energy itself performs a function. I do not perform that function. So it's divine energy. It's a download. It's, if you will, this afflatus of divine energy that produces that salubrious effect.
Beautiful, beautiful. So as you're saying that, what I'm visualizing is an upgrade in your vibration, upgrade in the frequencies, and I can virtually see you being in the light, and the light activating and kind of deleting and creating what is there, and you raising your vibration by simply being in this space.
That's correct. That's correct. No, exactly. And that is so important, because it really serves to correct not only our chakras, our brain waves, but there are so many other benefits to this energy. Let's call it the steady state. Let's call this homeostasis. It's perfect energy. It's going to impart perfect instructions. Now, there's another technique that I work with this instrument. I'll explain. I'm going to hold up a photograph of a vitamin. Now, keep in mind, all of my work is with energy, not chemicals. So that photograph of riboflavin has energy, a signature. If I place my photograph by that photograph of riboflavin, there's a sharing of energy. There's a sharing of signals. I can download riboflavin into my quantum plane. And in so doing, I enjoy the energy of riboflavin, not chemically, but through the aura, through my photograph. So what's the entire point here, you might say? My photograph is my bilocated version. It's my aura. I never work with people biologically. I only work with their photograph or their aura. So I can be in two places simultaneously, in the flesh here, and then the second place in my instrument by way of my aura or by way of my photograph. Now, those of us who are light healers, we resonate with that. Because there is no time and space. You transcend time and space. And a photograph is simply my representation. It's my bilocated version. So if I place my photograph inside the instrument, I'm in two places at once then. Well, people can heal at a distance. Why? Because it's non-local. And that's my work. It's non-local through an instrument. So some people can heal by prayer at a distance. Some people can heal by meditation. Others can by group prayer heal. Well, this is a healing instrument, and we don't obviously work in person. We work through their representation or their photograph. So this opens up a new universe of possibilities in which we transcend time and space. We're no longer shackled by time and space. We overcome time and space. That's the key. That's the key. It's a different dimension.
Beautiful. And you're definitely speaking my language, because that's actually how I integrate a lot of what we need. And we're working with clients. Whatever is missing, we bring in the frequency of that. And it's very powerful to do it this way, to take in the frequency of whatever is missing in the field, or again, bringing in higher frequencies for healing that integrate into the physical body, resulting in physical improvement. Can you share a little bit of that?
Yeah.
What do you see?
Thank you. Thank you. So let's just look at me right now and say, let's say my chakras are out of balance, or let's say I need extra vitamin B2. Well, through energy enhancement, all of that is downloaded. So everything starts with instructions or intention, what some people might say, or consciousness. So now we have the ability through consciousness or through thought, if you will, being in control of the physical realm. So the higher realm of spirit instructs the lower realm of physicality. That's the key to our work as light workers. We realize that the cause is light. The effect is the physical manifestation.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So along those lines, so what I see is an activation, right? Activating what's already there, that divine source energy, that divine intelligence. And when you activate that, then there's a chemical reaction or a transmutation that happens, and layers kind of fall off of you, and then you reveal what is the truth, what is source energy.
That's one. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Thank you. Yes, continue.
Yes. So go ahead and share it with us. What is the other way of putting it?
Here's another technique I've developed, and I want to be clear. When I work with people, I work with photographs because a photograph always has the right energy. I'm going to hold up. This is a photograph of a bacterium. This is the bacterium that causes tuberculosis. If I had TB or somebody had tuberculosis, I simply place those two photographs in conjunction with one another in the instrument. Mm-hmm. The two photographs communicate. That's right. They speak to one another in the quantum field. Mm-hmm. My photograph has a signature. TB has a signature. Those two photographs communicate. If I had the signature of TB, which is a bacterium, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, this process would find Mycobacterium tuberculosis as a signal, not as a chemical, and nullify it or delete it. Now, if you can delete an email, you can delete a signature of a germ, a microbe.
Absolutely.
Okay. So think of your email, and think of your email as information, and you keep what you want. Okay. So the good emails, the vitamins, you keep what you want. I'm using an analogy, obviously. The vitamins, you keep it. That's what you want to assemble. That's what you want to incorporate. And then the emails that are junk that you don't want, you delete, which is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mm-hmm. Okay, these germs are harmful. So what we can do with a computer or email, create or negate, I can do with a person's photograph. I can create a vitamin or I can negate a pathogen. Mm-hmm. All through an instrument. This is my, if you will, modern day computer, not in person, on a person's photograph.
Good. That brings up a couple of questions, but the first question that I like to address or have you address is, what's the difference? So share with the audience what the difference between scalar energy and electromagnetic energy.
Yeah. Good point. Scalar energy is the initial energy of the universe. The sun and the stars produce it. Scalar energy will step down or convert into electricity and magnetism. So the perfect energy is scalar energy. It's a double helix. When it degrades into electricity and magnetism, that's an imperfect energy. That's an inferior intelligence. I would much rather work with the superior energy, scalar energy, which is the God force energy. So to be very clear, there are some scientists who've proven this, that there are two energy spectrums. And sadly, this world that we live in, which is electromagnetic energy, electricity and magnetism is the secondary energy. It's the derivative of the life force. I'd much rather live in a scalar energy life force than an electromagnetic life force.
Yeah, and I hear, and especially because I work with clients that are having some health issues, that they're very sensitive to electromagnetic energy. So oftentimes work to balance that out by bringing in scalar energy and quantum energy. So then this brings me to my next question. What you have behind you looks and sounds like a very powerful tool, but not everyone has that in their home. So how can somebody work with scalar energy to begin to heal themselves and come back into balance?
We do that every day. It's simple. God has given everybody a scalar mind and a scalar heart. The human mind produces scalar waves. The human heart produces scalar waves. Now, that's a good point. If I can do this with an instrument, people are much more adept to do this with their mind, their brain, their heart, their emotions. Mm-hmm. So bear in mind, a thought, an emotion transcends time and space. So this scalar energy. A thought, an emotion are eternal. They're very constructive. They can build the world. They can make a better world for us. So can scalar energy. So what's the point? The mind and the heart are scalar vessels. I want everybody to be encouraged. What I can do with an instrument, you can do just as well with your mind and heart, if not better, if not in a more expert fashion.
Beautiful. Do you have any practices that you share with your clients to practice at home to be in that field of scalar energy?
Yeah, respective of everybody's religion and their philosophical belief, I simply tell people, pray, meditate, and try and have positive goals. Try to correct problems as they come up. Try to have a goal, 1 or 2 goals every day. Don't get mired in politics and backbiting comments. So try and keep on the path of enlightenment. No pun intended. This is enlightenment. If we can light up a light bulb, this is enlightenment. Why? Why would you want to get out of the light? Mm-hmm. So just general advice, which I think everybody, if 8 billion people on the planet would follow that, this would be paradise.
Yeah, we would be like the light bulb, right? That you just put close to scalar light. And having a practice, I think, is very powerful because it helps us get grounded, it helps us reconnect with who we are, helps us align, and it also relaxes the sort of the energy overcharge of everything that we're taking in from the world. So that allows the body to begin to heal itself. It allows the body to come back into alignment, and allows the mind to clear and be able to receive more. So that's a very powerful suggestion for everyone. And if you don't have it already, it's good to start a way of practice, whether it's meditation, whether it's prayer, whether it's, just coming into the stillness and be with yourself and be with the light. Beautiful.
I agree. For instance, when I perform the chakra balancing, people tell me they're happier and their dream state improves. Why? It's positive enforcement. So you can either do it with an instrument or you can do that on your own. By positive enforcement, you can improve your dream state. You can have a much more deep and meaningful sleep. You can be happier. So we can either do it through an instrument, or you could do that on your own with your mind, with your intention.
Beautiful. What do you think the future is of scalar energy? There's so many practices out there now, and there's so much more teaching about who we are and where we come from and everything that we can harness. What do you think the role is of scalar energy? What's the future of it?
It's unlimited, Maria. It's unlimited because energy is fundamental. Energy dictates nature. And once you get into this science, you realize that scalar energy controls everything. It's in control of nature. It's the top. It's the supreme force. So eventually we'll have scalar energy instruments that we can transport by way of anti-gravity. In the future, we'll use scalar energy to communicate. We'll have scalar energy that lights up not only a light bulb, but an entire city. Mm-hmm. So it's unlimited where we're going with this energy. Everything we've accomplished so far with electricity, we can do it in a much greater capacity with pennies on the dollar with scalar energy.
Mm-hmm. So that leads me to my next question. Can anybody build a device like what you have behind you at home?
Yes, with God's wisdom. You're going to need God's wisdom. It's taken me years to perfect this. This is not easy. And the key to my work is I learned from 2 great scientists, Nikola Tesla and another man, Galen Hieronymus. So I have to attribute much of my advances to my predecessors. So this is a new science, but nonetheless, there have been experts. Nikola Tesla and Galen Hieronymus were experts in this field.
Wonderful. What are some of the unique experiences that you witness working with scalar energy?
When I work with this energy, I always feel a surge of energy, especially when I start my sessions early in the morning. As soon as I perform this pathogenic cleanse and I eradicate or delete microbes, I feel my mouth is clean. I don't have any bacterial plaque. My sinuses, if I have any sinus congestion, it clears up. I feel that immediately with this pathogenic cleansing. Later at night when I'm sleeping, I sleep a very deep sleep. I have incredible vivid dreams, and I'm not interrupted. Because every day, if I can balance my brain waves, I can sleep like a baby. Every night I sleep very well. What else do I experience or other people experience? The nutrient program keeps their skin youthful, supple, without wrinkles. Many people say their nails are strong because we can deliver nutrients by way of energy. Keep in mind, this is not a process of a biochemical reaction. You're not eating anything. There's no potion. There's no reagent. You're downloading, if you will, once again, the energy of a vitamin, which is actually much more efficient than eating and having your body break down, metabolize, and then deliver by the circulatory system the nutrients. We don't do that. We send the nutrients by way of light, by way of energy, much more efficient. So once again, it's a new technique. It's a new science. I've benefited from it. We have testimonies from people around the world. The people that I work with around the world from all walks of life have benefited significantly. So it works. To what extent? You'll have to try it.
Very good. Is there anything else that you want to share with the audience that is important for them to know about who they are, meaning like on this path to becoming their best self, what to look for, or any action to take?
I'll speak for myself. Every day I have 2 or 3 goals, and I usually accomplish those 2 or 3 goals. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's a psychological boost. It makes you happy that you've accomplished something. Mm-hmm. Number 2, you're not wasting your time. If you have a goal, you don't have time for nonsense. Number 3, you not only benefit yourself, but you benefit society. Okay? So try and have goals every day, even if they're what you might call a minor goal. It keeps you on track and it makes you happy. And you see the improvement in your life. So many times people complain, well, it's the same lifestyle. Well, change it. Make an improvement. That's the key to my research. That's been the key to my life. I realize this is not perfect, but if I constantly make improvements, I'm pretty happy, Bria. I'm pretty satisfied I've done my best. And if 8 billion people make an improvement or do something positive every day, then that will change the world. That's one of my goals. I want to teach people to do something every day to make a positive influence, not to be combative, not this ultra competition in the world does not work. To be cooperative. You have to cooperate, not compete.
Yes, to be of service and to help others and uplift each other. There's more than enough for everyone. There's space for everyone to receive and have all that we desire. What other advice, any advice would you give
try
audience or potential clients?
Yeah, try and pray every day. Prayer is scalar energy. And prayer is a broadcast of scalar light. And it will help you and it will help your family and it will help people around you. No matter how difficult, do your best to pray. And try and look past the mistakes and the wrongs that have been done. Try and lift yourself up. Try not to get caught up in any politics. Live a productive life. Don't be dragged down into that nonsense. Say no to the nonsense and be productive. Be happy.
Beautiful, beautiful. So powerful advice. So be at peace with who you are. Be kind to yourself and others. Have an intention. Follow your purpose and live as the best version of yourself. Being of service to others and contributing to the world and knowing that you're creating your reality. So bringing in the elements to that reality that are positive, happy, and joyful. Beautiful. Tom, where can the audience find you? Where can they connect with you?
The website is scalarlight.com, SCALAR, scalarlight.com. Anybody in the world is entitled to 15 days of sessions. You're going to email us your photograph. Please take me up on this. There's no obligation. Scalarlight.com. Visit the website. You can send in photographs of your family as well as your pets. Try it. You see the difference. You will feel the divine difference.
Beautiful. So your gift again is 15 days of sessions in scalar energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Well, thank you for being with us. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we go?
No, thanks for your effort, Maria. Thanks you for what you're doing for humanity. You deserve some credit to that. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tom. And we look forward to seeing you again and also sharing your success with others. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.